Good morning, guys. So today I want to talk about the root of bitterness, anger, and frustration. Now, we are in an imperfect world. We are in a world where offenses do come. We are in a world where a lot of people have not mastered themselves. They have not mastered true love. They have not mastered the art of kindness. They have not mastered the art of being a genuine soul. So because of that, offenses will come. People are going to hurt you on this path of life. People are going to be disloyal. People are going to be dishonest, and people will essentially wound you. But it is very important that when you as a child of God are wounded, when you are hurt, when you are frustrated, it is very important that you do not let these offenses sit in your spirit. It is important that you do not let these wounds damage you, because if you are operating in the spirit of unforgiveness, if you are operating in the spirit of bitterness based on the injustices that have been done to you, based on the offenses that have been done to you, you are leaving open doors for the enemy. You are leaving open doors for Satan to come in. You are leaving open doors for demonic forces to come in. So it is very imperative that as those wounds come, as those offenses come, as those betrayals come, you need to master the art of forgiveness. Because when those bitter roots start to take root into your spirit, when those roots of bitterness and unforgiveness start to settle in your heart and start to settle in your spirit, it takes over the body. It takes over, the bitterness takes over the body, and it pollutes your spirit. It pollutes your soul. So while people are imperfect, while people are unjust in this fallen world, it is your job as the children of the Most High God, it is your job to master forgiveness. Because if God has not forgiven you, if God had not forgiven your trespasses, you would not be here. So therefore, forgive the trespasses of those that come against you, even if they are your enemies. You still, as a child of God, nobody likes to talk about this, but you still, as a child of God, you need to pray for those that do all manner of evil against you, because they know not what they do. You have to forgive them because they have not come into contact with the Most High God. So you, as a child of God, you as a child of God who have mastered love, you as a child of God who have mastered forgiveness, it is your job to release those offenses. You don't have to forget them, but you need to release them. How do I say release them? Not allowing them to take over your spirit, not allowing them to take over your inner man, not allowing the root of bitterness to take over your heart, the root of bitterness to take over your spirit, man. So how do you do that? You must release. You must forgive. It's not for them, it is for you. It is so that that bitterness does not take you over. There's a saying that says unforgiveness is like you drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. These people that have wounded you, these people that have come against you, they're living okay. They are not up at night thinking about their wrongdoings against you. But if you keep that bitterness in your heart, if you keep that bitterness in your spirit, it is going to block you. It is going to put an energetic block against the blessings that are searching for you. It is going to put an energetic block against the goodness that God has for you, because you refuse to release these people from your heart. So as the offense comes, don't worry about vengeance. Don't worry about, oh yeah, I gotta get back at them. Don't worry about that, because the Lord says vengeance is mine, I will repay. It's not your job to repay people for the trespasses that they have done against you, because think about how many many times you have trespassed against somebody, but yet God has forgiven you, but yet you have been forgiven. Do not hold these people in your heart. Do not hold these people in your spirit, because in doing so, you are blocking the blessings that God has for you. So this morning, I'm asking you to master the art of release. Release them out of your spirit. Release them out of your inner man. Release them from your mind. And when you do so, you also have to detach from the part of you that made these people feel okay with doing these things to you. So not only forgiving them, but you also have to forgive you, because you played a role in that in your life. So please do not let bitterness take over your heart. Relinquish the spirit of bitterness and the spirit of offense, because if you don't, you're blocking your own way. And don't worry about what's going to happen to them. There is a thing called universal law. Everything that a man sows, he will reap. But you don't worry about when they're going to reap their harvest. You leave that in God's hands. Clear your soul, clear your heart, and clear your mind, so you can walk into what God has for you. Release the spirit of bitterness. Love you guys.